Jack, do you want to take the lead?
Yeah, I can do. It's just really loud from Let's Drone Out. It's super loud.
Jack, do you want to take the lead?
Right. Welcome to Let's Drone Out. Like Frank said, I'm a bit discombobbled now, but episode 109. This is to make up for no 100 episode show. It is the Best of Flight Test, starring David Winterstall.
David,
yes,
hello,
David.
am I still here?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And Chad Kappa.
Hello.
And we've got the usual suspects. Frank.
Hello.
Andy RC.
Hello.
And Tony.
Bonjour.
And I'm currently, the reason I was screaming don't start the show was because I was just messaging Painless to be like, hey, do you want to fill in for NJ Tech? And then I accidentally got rid of the link, so I am just Skyping Painless 360. If you're wondering what I'm frantically doing and being like, it's because I'm sending a load of gibberish to...
Not a link, Jack.
Are you suggesting that none of us are technical enough, so we need Lee to come on? Without
I don't know.
energy?
I just thought it would be nice. That was all. I was just like,
get Lee on.
know, yeah. I just thought I just keep sending the wrong link again and again like a moron. Please feel free to come on and fill in for NJ.
We've got zero in the chat, so we'll have all the right links at least.
NJ. Hello, NJ. On the train or somewhere in London doing some music thing.
Yeah, I'm sorry for being the sole reason of your divorce all the time. Recent listeners to the show would know about that. I'm so sorry. I'm such a bad person.
We've got a lot of people in the chat. Jack, do you want to shout some people out?
Yeah, I've only just finished catching up with what I'm doing. Hang on.
Zero, Striker.
Yeah, carry on.
Some new people in. David's in the chat as well.
We've got Benny, we've got Super Flip V.
Scotty. There's lots of new people. And
Is that Slarty as in Slarty Bartfast?
Mikey Dread, what's up?
Yeah, thank you for ruining your channel, Andy RC. I'm so sorry. Like 25 dislikes on your channel for listening to how
I don't know what that was about. I think it's because I mentioned that David was on there, and then but he didn't come in until about an hour in, so it's maybe my fault for titling it wrong. But you know, we need to get the podcast out there. It had quite a lot of views anyway.
Yeah, I know. I just worry that
we gained a lot of subscribers for that, so thank you.
Excellent. Well, that's what I was aiming for, so no problem.
All right, sod this. Let's talk about what's really important. David Winterstall and Chad Kappa together on the same stream. Holy shit.
I didn't even know that you were coming on, Chad. I didn't even know I was coming on, but that's...
Welcome to Let's Drone Out, David. I thought you understood that, you know, you always have to tolerate me when you're in my company.
Yeah, that's... Oh, my gosh.
You never know what you're going to get. You never know what's going to happen to you. Poor David. He was being dragged around like a reluctant pet dog. You could literally call him Snuffles or Snowball if he doesn't want to be known by his pet slave name.
Let's not go there. No, I had a great time being in the UK. It was really nice. I actually enjoyed it, except for the bed that
I'm sorry.
broke.
I know. I smashed that bed with a hammer.
Oh, you did?
It's gone. It's gone now. Chloe took it away. It's gone. It will never see the light of day again. I'm really sorry about that.
You guys were sharing a bed together.
Yeah, we
There's a
I-
camera.
Real news
Don't
story of
start
the day.
It wasn't rated for 200 kilos.
Yeah. He didn't like me being the little spoon. Oh, this could be weird and meta. It's two Davids.
Sorry, that's me. Sorry. Did I
Here, here.
ruin everything?
No, it's fine.
No,
It's
it's
fine.
fine.
Mute one. Pick one.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Oh,
What the
that's
heck?
awesome.
Okay, mute that one.
In a stadium.
Is that good?
Yeah. Yeah, but that was the one with the camera.
Sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna hang that one up. Okay.
Okay.
That's good. Good. I like Chad's. Chad's got his name under his when he
That's
talks.
cool.
Chad talk.
Fancy.
Yeah, can you see? Hi, I've got my name.
Oh wow. How do you do that?
That is
Use the
cool.
toolbox. So go over to the left of the screen. Do the
Right, we're
hangout.
all going to do this now.
Ah.
Oh man, I can't be asked to do that.
Hangout toolbox. Then what? I'm doing it now.
I haven't got mine.
Put your name and your tagline, and there's a little switch up in the upper right, like a little slide switch.
Oh my God, I think I'm gonna.
Please set yours to Tony Bellend.
I'm gonna do mine in a minute.
Please.
I'm not
I'll
doing it.
fucking
I'm
cry.
not ruin it.
Oh,
No,
mate.
My
Oh,
birthday
so
this
funny.
weekend. You've got to be actually nice to
Ooh.
me from Saturday.
go.
Now, how have you done that? When I went to it, it went Toolbox Hangout. It says choose account.
Yeah.
Then what?
Choose
Then
a what?
choose-
just enable the lower third on the top right of the screen.
I,
There's a little
Have you-
button.
Have you tried?
Anyway, we're very
Yeah.
distracted. This is what we
David,
get.
where'd your video go?
we're sorry. I don't know what. Mine's just got a yellow line going across the screen, and I can't see anyone anymore.
Anyway.
Let's just wait here and wait for Tony to finish
I'm
the
gonna
drink.
carry
That's what
on.
we get for
Now.
trying.
I'm an idiot. I won't get it working.
Oh my god, it's like your grandfather, isn't it? When you hand the remote control and he instantly, like, you know, like you get the dual like DVD player. Why doesn't the DVD player work? Because you've got a different brand of DVD player, all right? Oh,
This
damn
is
it.
the most disorganized podcast in the world.
Yeah, but that's
Oh.
how we like it. That's how we roll. This
I
what
know.
makes it different.
Look, you're not on VK now, all right? God
is true.
damn it.
You're very special.
Oh,
We both are.
very.
Yeah, I can't get it to work. It just doesn't work.
Oh my god. How's the Rocket RC car?
Oh,
You
it's
have to
good.
talk about
Smashed to
that.
bits now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not feeling too good. I've been up for like 20 hours straight editing that video.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm dead. It was fun though. It turned out really good, didn't it?
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet. Oh no, is it out?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Tony was
2.1
watching
thousand
it.
views so far.
I watched it just, yeah. I assumed that the videos were sort of loaded up weeks in advance, but I guess you're just uploading them as you do them, David.
Oh, sounds suspiciously like as organized as this podcast.
Yeah, but you don't see it. That's the difference.
We're honest. We're good, honest people.
That is true.
Yeah, you know, and yeah, they know it's run by idiots. It always has been.
Freaking
That's what
Hufflepuffs.
makes.
I know.
That's what makes it different.
In fact, I like didn't plan absolutely anything. All I did was like speak to Chad and be like, Chad, come on, David's got no idea. And that's my preparation really. Like I kind of rely on. I might as well just sign everything over to Frank now. Really.
We got a shout out by Harry Haggis FBV. David, can you give us a rocket knife?
I put my mic.
Rocket knife! That was good. That actually hurt. That was really good. Oh, no.
Chad, what was your opinion like when you saw David first do the rocket knife? Because my first initial thought was he's going to cut his knob off. Like, that was it. I was like, David, please don't cut your dick off.
No, I thought it was great, and it's exactly the kind of thing I expect from David. But I was pretty sure he wasn't going to cut his knob off.
I don't know. I mean, one of the comments I did write, "What the hell is wrong with you?" And then he sarcastically wrote back, "There's too much to list. It's easier to list what's right with me." And then people assume that I'm bullying David and then try and defend him. I'm like, hey. I think David's the one with the rocket knife. He can defend himself, trust me. You know what I mean? I was expecting to get rocket and knife to sleep. You know.
The Barbie episode's my favorite.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
It was really cute watching him and his brother have playtime together once again. You know what I mean? I was like, oh.
Yeah, my brother said it's like exactly what we wanted to do when we were kids, but now we can actually do it, and yeah. Not be too ashamed of it.
Now that you're adult men.
It's completely fine.
With your own money to buy Barbies and, you know, gender fluidness.
Yeah.
I'm married. I'm allowed to be a bit strange. It doesn't matter anymore. Bless.
Yep, I'm good. I'm all good.
Yeah. Oh man, have you been tempted to? I was going to say, are you tempted to build one of those giant Lego models and rocket knife them?
Not where I thought that question was going.
I think that would be really cool.
I already have two. Superstar Destroyer, which is 3,000 pieces, something, 3,500.
Oh man, but
I have a Lego Porsche as well.
Oh man, the Lego Porsche might get it.
It's gonna be smushed.
I know.
Smash. So I'm gonna make a flat piece and do like the vanishing car in Mythbusters. Recreate that.
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah.
Oh man, that's awesome. What have you been up to, Chad?
Oh, you know, not much.
Really?
Just trying to deal with the fluctuating temperament and mood of the mini quad world.
Mate, why is like the Rotor Riot group so volatile? It is like it is. I've never seen a more friendly but scarier place. In fact, 4chan makes more sense than that forum. You know, it is totally.
Well, you probably haven't been in the past couple of weeks then, because we've really put some effort into turning things around. But I didn't answer.
What? Give out free drugs?
That helps. No, I just, well, I got to give a lot of credit to Lance and Andre, you know, two of our admins. I participate in the group, but I leave the running of the group mostly up to the admin group. So we hired 3 new admins. Not when I say hired, volunteer admins. I think we have a total of 11 admin moderators, and they have been given explicit instructions to use brute force to make people nice, and it's been quite effective.
This is the Facebook group, is it, Chad? The Facebook group you're talking about?
Yes. Yeah. And I think the reason, I think we're just, I'm not sure. I think we're the biggest group, and I know a lot of people will join our group just because they think it's the biggest. So when you get a hodgepodge of people that just want to be there because it's the biggest, you're going to have a lot of different personalities. It's not like, you know, we filter the personalities. We try to keep bots of it, you know, spammers and all of that. But, you know, if somebody legitimately wants to be there, we don't tell them no. But we have tried things. I mean, it's a secret group. Like, it's a secret, unadvertised group that has 22,000 members. I mean, so
what are you running? Some sort of speakeasy or something?
I guess. It's a digital speakeasy. 22,
and you know, we advertise this podcast. We pay money to try and get people to. I mean, mind you, yeah. I don't know. I don't think as bad as you know, that forum is. I don't think it's a form of torture. I don't know. Who knows? But bless you. Well, is it quite nice being on a show where you haven't been asked about a van or a mustache yet?
Oh, well, there it goes.
I didn't ask anything about it. I asked, you know, is it nice being on a show where we don't actually give a fuck?
No, it's great. I love chatting with any of my friends in the industry, especially when I don't get to see you guys but once every 6 months.
Oh, yeah, I know. Like, well, you know, it's your charity work, isn't it? Really, it's like me and Tony get like a little ticket. It's like day release, get to go to the zoo. Also, when you said hodgepodge, I twinged a bit because of David. I thought you were going to say Hufflepuff. Every time he's ruined Harry Potter.
Oh, David, we
can't hear you, David. What have you done, David?
Let's just all silently stare at David. Hang on. I haven't got controls. Digby Dan, are you there? Please, can I have controls? Or give Tony, cameraman, controls?
Don't give me controls.
Well, I've got controls. What do you want?
Just present David to everyone whilst we shout. We can't hear you. Just because you're trying to talk louder doesn't mean we can hear you.
I'm gonna ask her.
Go to settings.
Try harder.
And select what input your voice goes into. Who's Hufflepuff now? I haven't got a problem with my sound. I've got a camera.
It's like watching the sign language person in the corner, you know, sort of signing.
Come on, David.
That's the C word in sign language, by the way.
Chad.
I see him, but not both.
Chad,
yeah.
we've got a question.
Heck?
Mikey Dread said.
We can hear you, David.
There we go.
What?
Yeah.
What?
He's back.
Yeah.
No, really?
Yeah.
I didn't do anything.
We can hear.
We heard everything you said.
Oh.
Cussing me out. Also, my second favourite is the sign language for jizz.
Oh my goodness.
That's just self-explanatory, isn't it?
We've got like the biggest pioneers of like FPV and quadcopters, and you're telling us the sign for jizz.
No, because I know there's someone watching this, right, who said to me, quote unquote, I would never speak to Chad like that. You've really offended him. You know, like you've got to put some effort in to offend Chad. I don't know whether you've noticed his forum of hate, you know, like you've actually like got to be like burning his house down, you know, taped his grandmother up and poking her with bamboo sticks or something. You know, huh?
He's dead.
No, sorry.
We need to.
She won't mind as much then.
We need to rename this. Chad, will Bot Grinder be on more episodes? That is from Mikey Dread in the chat.
I think absolutely. I love Bot Grinder. I think he makes me laugh, and he's a genuinely good person. Like, you know, people want to critique him for whatever reasons, but he's a great student. You know, in FlightTest, we always had Joshua Scott, who was kind of our perpetual student. And I don't know if he's a perpetual student, but I think he's a great learner. And I think a lot of people like to see someone learn something from the guys on the show.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's like he can show that he doesn't know, which is very unusual for these kinds of personas.
You chose your words well.
Yeah, that's why it took so long to get them out of my mouth.
Sorry, hang on.
Well, I don't understand personas. What kind of personas?
No, just
He reminds me of a very angry robot that was annoyed that he didn't get fully programmed. That's my personality view of Bot Grinder.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Very angry, but you know, obviously he was a robot programmed for good.
Very happy human being.
Yeah. David.
There's a question in the chat from Zero. David, I've heard you that you're not allowed to shave until the final season of Game of Thrones is done shooting.
That is correct. I'm an extra. I'm a stand-in for Jon Snow, but he doesn't have a beard. Crap.
Quick.
Take that one, Hufflepuff. No, what? David's sorting hat, right? Ready? Frank, what does he go in?
The deafening silence of awesomeness.
Yeah. What the hell? What happened?
I don't know.
What are we doing?
Sorting hat. Where does Frank go?
I think it's a Harry Potter thing, but I'm not following
Yes.
either.
Yeah.
Okay, so Frank is probably Slytherin.
Yay.
We'll do that.
Andy RC.
It seems like a Hufflepuff.
Hey, he's in with me. Chad Kappa.
Ravenclaw.
Oh. Tony. I think
He's a
we know.
freaking Hufflepuff.
Oh, great. I've stuck with him for all eternity. Oh. Lee, come on. Lee,
You've got
I
to be
know
nice.
you can hear
You've got to be
this.
nice to me this weekend.
Oh, God. Well, it's already not happened. You don't know what's going to be written on your cake yet. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh yeah, happy birthday.
Thank you, David.
Happy birthday.
How far along are you?
David has the best way with words. I was going to say, how old are you, Tony?
He is Swedish. English isn't his first language.
21 again,
No, you're not.
times 2 and a bit more.
Oh.
I know.
Yeah, that's bad, isn't it?
He is. One of my favourite insults of this week was, I hope you have a stroke from over drinking.
What's that mean?
What the
Well,
fuck?
that's not happy birthday, and it's not the dinosaur music that Jack used to play.
Where's that coming from?
That's the Jurassic Park theme, my friend.
Well, where's it coming from?
Frank, I should
Yeah.
presume.
Yeah, it was. Nice
If
one.
you listen to some of the old podcasts, Jack had like four episodes where he played this every time he talked to me.
Don't
The good
stop
old
it.
days.
No,
He needs to get to the bit.
Have you heard the flute version? The guy that plays it on the flute?
No,
Oh, it's so good.
Link, stick it in the chat.
Yeah, I'll find it.
He'll play
Okay,
it forever.
ask
He
Chad
will-
some questions in the meantime.
Yes, please
Oh,
do. Can we have some people in the chat asking Chad Kappa some questions and David, please, before we keep playing
Sorry,
dinosaur music?
I'm really sorry. Look, I've got out of hospital today. I feel like I've had to change my shirt because I was just sweating unbelievably.
Lovely.
And yeah, I feel like I'm dying.
So on that note, Skeletor has asked in the chat if you're going to jump out of a cake for Tony's birthday in a mankini.
Yeah, can't get the
Could you
mankini that could contain the sheer level of,
His
Oh.
arms.
Yeah, and also trying to buy a cake that's big enough to fit someone who's hairy and as 6'2" as I am. I got size 11 shoes as well. I might as well just put that out there because David, as you may know, Tony's like giving out half my medical details and everything. So I'm still a little bit angry about that. Anything else, Tony? Do you want to give out my address? Andy, I see you're quiet today.
I'm proper freaking out because like we've got Chad and David and like I feel like the biggest fanboy because like I have like an RC channel that literally I wouldn't be sat here, it wouldn't exist if it wasn't for these two guys and FlightTest and honestly like I'm just like I'm trying to sort of refrain from asking all the stupid questions.
Do it.
No, I would not be sat here if it wasn't for those two. I don't think any of us daddies. You're my two daddies.
Oh my gosh!
I want to ask. Okay, I want to ask if ask if Chad and David plan on working together on any videos or any time in the future.
Yeah, again.
Chad?
I asked a stupid question. I should have just stayed back here.
No, good.
No, we just had a conversation yesterday about that a little bit. So
yes,
you're not allowed to talk to each other.
It's the first time in quite a long time that we actually spoke on the phone. So that was nice.
Yeah. It's about at least, I doubt we go over 6 months without talking, but we chat from time to time. So.
Oh, it's like an ex-girlfriend you kind of get along with, isn't it?
I don't know. I've been married for 22 years.
Yeah, true. But David could be, if there's anyone who's going to be a bit on the side, it's going to be David.
What? I don't even know how to take that.
I don't know about Drew.
Painless 360 says hello, guys, by the way. He's out of the way.
Hey, Lee.
Hello, Lee.
Shall I write anywhere nice?
What?
Yes. Say hi.
Nice. I say hi. Yeah, I know. Oh, guys, how did it go from having you two to Stefan? Who does
What?
that?
I haven't seen Stefan in a while. What's he up to?
On the last episode.
Oh, he was? Oh, I didn't see that one yet.
Well, it didn't go from us to Stefan. I mean, there's, Peter is there. You got Alex. You got Austin.
Oh, man, I can't believe Peter's going to die soon.
Yeah, I know.
No, it's a shame.
Yeah, I chatted with him yesterday.
Yeah. They've literally bought that puppy to, like, soothe their loss.
To give some context to someone who might not have...
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, so...
About.
Yeah, Peter Serpol. So, is that anyway? He's building his own ultralight aircraft using RC methods, more or less. So it's a foam aircraft, and
full scale.
Yeah,
it's a full scale foam aircraft from almost everything is from Lowe's.
Wow.
The hardware store. It's pretty. It's crazy. It's awesome, but he seems to know what he's doing, but still.
Well, there's just this blasé kind of, like, oh, God. And the amount of Gorilla Glue, you know what I mean? It's like...
He is glassing it. He glassed it, so
Yeah.
it's fine. It's not going to crash now.
That sounds really scary. Another question quickly for Chad. Will you be releasing the new hype train colours that you posted on Facebook, right? Different colours of the hype train.
Yeah, right now the plan is we're doing another version. I can't release the specs yet just because we haven't locked them in, but it'll be gold and it will be the Umagod edition, and it'll be tuned to Tommy's specs.
Ooh.
Did you give in to those terrorists? Speaking about the hype train motors.
What?
Did you give in to the terrorists' demands?
Yes. Well, we sent them a sticker and they were fine.
Wow, is that all it takes?
Yeah.
Man, fucking Final Guide's life's worth a sticker.
Well, that was a lot of motors.
Yeah, that was, but God, they're savages, man. I'm glad you didn't bend too far.
No.
Jason Cross goes, Chad, how does Drib describe his time at Rotor Riot is going? Surely we would ask the Drib, but he refuses to come on here because I'm an arsehole.
No.
He has
for real.
No,
for real.
It's true.
For real. I've got Facebook. He says I'm intolerable.
Really?
It's true.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that.
And stubborn. Yeah.
Wait.
I don't blame him. It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Me.
Because I'd say both.
Me. Yeah. Both then. Yeah. I'm not budging.
Wait. Now, what was the question?
How do you reckon he's finding his time on Rotor Riot? I think that's what he's saying. How does Drib describe his time at Rotor Riot is going?
Well, I think at the time, at this point, it's a little rough, but he's doing awesome. Like I mean, he's got an amazing work ethic. He, he's very driven and, wants to make great content. And, I think I have this whole theory about these few episodes that have created so much turmoil. I think if they were released a year and a half ago, there wouldn't be a single problem and people would absolutely love them. But because people saw it as the OG guys going away for some reason, they got all upset and just started, and whatever those first 5 comments are, that's what everything else becomes. So
you know what you should do? Release those motors as shark jumpers.
that's the next version.
Yeah, shark jumpers. Andrew says, did we?
Andy RC question there at the bottom of the chat.
What's that?
Harry Haggis, Andy RC. Any more fixed wing stuff, or is it all quads at the moment?
I wanna do more fixed wing stuff, but I think like most people, we do quads because they take up less space. That's the thing with fixed wing. For me, I don't have a lot of space, so I mean, I did fixed wing for years, so yeah. But I think a lot of people are doing wings at the moment. You're doing wings, aren't you, Tony? So I think there's I might do some stuff on wings, but again, you need more space to fly them as well as to store them. So I'll always do fixed wing stuff though, because I can fly. I find fixed wing so much easier to fly than quads. Quads is like it's a new thing for everyone, I guess, fairly new. But yeah, I want to do more fixed wing stuff. Yeah.
Jason Cross says, Andy RC, we need more 360 videos, bitch.
Oh yeah. I'm waiting. I want to get the GoPro Fusion. I don't know if any of you guys have seen. There's like a GoPro coming out with a 360 camera, and I think
No, really?
Yeah. Look it up. It's called the GoPro.
God, David's already planning to strap it to a rocket.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the rocket on the sled? Yes.
Yeah.
So the 360 camera that I've got, it's called the Media. It's made by Xiaomi, and it's got a built-in gyro, and so it always knows which way is up. So it self-stabilizes. Now the GoPro one isn't going to do that, but I think as soon as GoPro release this Fusion 360 camera, we're going to see it everywhere, because when I released my video of that, people were like, this is going to change FPV, because you can literally just spin around whatever, you can see.
Holy cow, it is not cheap.
No. No, that's the issue. Yeah, that's the issue.
It is 2 arms and 4 legs.
That is a lot of cocaine and whores.
Wait, how much?
It's in Swedish krona. It's 7,599.
What's that in real money?
I don't know. I can't access the US store.
I don't think you can buy it yet.
That's not real money.
Schmeckles.
From what I know, it was sent out to a bunch of vloggers and big YouTubers.
Oh, $5,000.
What?
Oh no, you're right. That's not.
It has to be like $9.99 or something.
No, $6.99.
What? How much?
$6.99.
What?
$700 or.
That's not too bad.
That's a little bit better if you think you're getting it produces 6K video. So it's like you're talking like 5 GoPros. So it's cheaper than taking like 5 GoPros and making a.
So now
and putting them up on the quad and then crashing. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, exactly.
So I've got to upgrade my TV from 4K to 6K now.
No, the reason why it needs to be in 6K is because it's 360, but you're only viewing like 1080p at a time.
Oh God, mate, you're gonna need a whiteboard and a pen. Grim.
But I tell you, the camera that I've been using, it's called the Xiaomi Media. I think it's about $250. It's great. It's really good.
I know you say it knows which way is up, but I give David about a point of a second to break the accelerometer.
It's really buggy. It's really buggy, but it's good. Yeah, I like it.
So Chad, the third-person view drifting video, that seemed to go down pretty well.
Yeah, I think.
I remember mentioning something like that.
What's the metric of doing well?
Well, I think
not being on fire, not being sued, no one died.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, because if you're going by view count, the ones with all the scathing comments have more views.
Yeah.
If you go by comments, they still win. So I think it's weird that people ask how it does, but it's so subjective, because what they're doing is they're reading some of the most popular comments and then developing an opinion on. So I think it did well because it had more likes than dislikes, but I don't know.
Do you know what I would do? You know all the people you banned from the forum? Say to them, you go on the latest Rotor Riot episode as soon as it's released within the first 20 minutes and write something positive, you earn your way back into the group. And then that way, it's like Joshua Bardwell. You're going to learn something today. And you're like, yes, Joshua Bardwell, I'm going to learn something today. Even though you might already know it.
Are you just saying this, Jack, because you're banned and trying to find a way to get back in?
I'm definitely I don't. I am too scared to write anything. I am way too much of a pussy to write anything. I prefer everyone not know who I am in that forum, because as soon as they find out half the shit I say on fucking Let's Drone Out, man, there's gonna be pitchforks and he's banned from America. In fact, Trump will probably nuke me. David, Skeletora. David, any plans to make more story type videos like the tank ones? I love them and would love to see more with quads. If you do, can there be
Watch the
Yes, there's so much story in that video that you can watch it multiple times and like find new facets and like underlaying.
Subtext.
I'll do more story videos, but they take so freaking much time to do and effort. But yes, the tradition started when I worked at an electronics company. We had a couple of weeks off during Christmas, so every year I shot a video during that time, which the first one was the first one that did well was the drone hunting hydrogen balloons and so on. So that was kind of a tradition, and so I tried to do it every year during that time because I can get help from friends then.
Okay, here.
Hello, Barbie. Hello, Barbie. Funny Thank you. I just thought it for that thing we're going to. How about the same one? What? What you gotta do about it? Yeah, you gotta do shit.
We do apologise if you're listening to this back on SoundCloud.
I'm not. I don't care. So you know what you should do is have that as a ringtone, and like out of context, it's a thing of nightmare fuels. They should have. That was probably the beginning of it. You know what I mean? It was just like there. Dave, if you do make a new thing, can I be a character called Hufflepuff and die instantly? Like I'm the one who's like, do a barrel roll, and then I fly backwards into something.
I think I can work you in.
Yes.
Wait, did FlightTest ever finish the Star Fox episode?
Yeah, no, not finish it, but they did do a vlog where it was in, like they did old stuff.
Did they show the old footage?
Yeah, they showed some of it.
I couldn't.
What, FlightTest Gremlin or something? Because I haven't seen it.
No, it's early vlog where they dig in the archives.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to see that. That was one. That's one. That's my only regret.
Only regret.
The last, Chad.
Nice.
Be like, oi.
Yeah,
that's a good regret to have.
Chad, have you bought another TV since you've been on last?
Another TV?
You buy old TVs, don't you?
Oh, yeah, actually. Well, I don't know if I had this one or not.
He's got quite a radio collection on the go now.
He buys he likes old TV to
One of my
see.
favorites. It's
Cappuccino.
the Sears. Yeah, that's the one I use in my cappuccino vlog. But the problem is, look, and I even asked Bardwell, see that power supply?
Oh, what the heck?
Sick.
Yeah, so I don't know which one's which, and I even took it apart. And
that looks like a DC TV.
So
it goes in like a camper van or something.
What?
TV camper van.
Yeah,
So
camper van.
there's some
TV.
ideas as to how it works, but I don't want to plug it in and blow it up. But I don't have the cord to it.
Maybe we can have a TV episode.
I think we should have an advert. This is Chad's old TVs. If you want old TVs and no cables, come here. He's walking around.
Chad, why was the Star Fox then?
Wait, I didn't hear you. Cut out. You said the Star Fox, right?
Yeah. So why is the Star Fox a regret, and what is it? Like,
the Star Fox episode. We were going to recreate the Star Fox spaceship, which we had a prototype, like a couple of different prototypes.
What is this spaceship? Where does it come from?
Oh, Star Fox?
Which is a Nintendo 64 game.
Oh,
yes. David, help me out here.
Yeah, it's a Nintendo 64 game.
The carrot of opportunity.
Oh, sorry. Okay, go. Yes.
So anyhow, it's a Nintendo game. And
guys, if you ever wondered how the original, flight test used to be, that is basically David. Write plans for ages, organise, draw little storyboards, and then when the shit really gets tough, it's literally like this. David working them like Muppets.
I'm sorry. It works though.
Sorry, Chad, carry on.
Every time we tried to plan, it got worse.
It did. Oh my god.
We have the same
so
problem.
many hours.
You just stop planning.
We do have the same problem when we plan.
Wait,
carry on, Chad.
So Jack, I want to go back and hear more about this drib thing.
What?
Jack.
No, I can't talk about it. I can tell you after the show.
Wait, why can't you talk about it? Does he have
come on, Jack.
It's, no, shut up, Tony.
Let's talk about it.
No, or you'll find a hand grenade in the middle of your cake.
Jack, technically, you brought it up. So.
Yeah, you have to.
I've tried getting the drib on. He won't come on. I've come off as an arsehole. I asked people, I asked someone close to me, I was like, do I start this argument? And they were like, no, let it go. So the drib will never come on.
But you met Drew in London, didn't you?
Yeah, then I asked, do you want to come on sometime? And he said yes.
Oh.
The clock thickens.
I know. I'm not going to talk about it because it just means dragging people through the mud.
This is part of the charm of...
The weird thing is, he hasn't actually done anything wrong. He just doesn't understand.
Well, this is what I love about Rotor Riot, though. Everybody has their own personalities and their own groups and circles, and yet we all, the Rotor Riot guys obviously all intermix.
Yeah.
But I like that everybody has their own personas, problems, issues.
Oh, I've got issues,
got lots
mate.
of that here.
Yeah, right next to me. Him, in the salmon shirt.
Up there.
Salmon, it's not pink. Anyway, Andy RC, are you going to do more long-time flight micro build things? Have the progress?
Why are all the questions for me?
Because they love you. And
the answer is yes. I'm waiting for stuff in the post. I've got a lot of stuff that's lost in the post at the moment. I don't know what's going on with my post.
Oh, I know exactly what's going on in the post. Your postman's had enough of bringing bloody packages to your house. You think you're a complete arsehole.
Have you got a whole room like full of quads and planes?
No. I give a lot of stuff away. I give stuff away to charity, and I break a lot of stuff. Like today.
Don't talk about Let's Drone Out as is this charity work with us two retards. Am I allowed to say retards? I guess like mental capacity of me and Tony. Yeah, I guess it's fine.
Anyways, the answer is yes, but I'm waiting for stuff in the post. It's gotten lost, so I'm going to be doing more because that's the kind of stuff that I'm known for, is doing the the smaller stuff that's sort of less dangerous, because everyone's scared of regulations here, and so everyone's interested in these little tiny micro quads that can sort of imitate what a 5-inch quad can do, and those things are really popular at the moment. So
didn't you just upload a 6S video though?
I did, but you see, that's another thing that's happening as well. Like, these companies seem to be pushing the boundaries of like what is possible. So now they're releasing these models that are 3S to 6S compatible. So even though 6S isn't really any use to anyone, I thought I'd test it out. So I took one of these. It's like a $200 ready to fly quadcopter, and I got it here actually, 6S, which is bigger than taller and bigger than the quadcopter itself, and it flew on it, and it still flies on it. So components are getting pretty amazing, yes. But I did get a lot of backlash on that, because people were saying, oh, we should be going smaller, and you know, and you just put a 6S on a quadcopter. So I can't win, but I'm here to test out the latest and greatest. So.
You say that, but apparently we in England can race up to 6S now, I think.
Yeah, that's allowed.
Yeah.
I don't think it would give you too much advantage, because
they're so heavy. They're really heavy on a 6S. In fact, like I've flown lighter models on a 4S with higher KV motors, and it performs the same. So, you know, we're sort of just messing around, I think, and whoever can sort of make the components that sort of will take the most amount of voltage is sort of winning kind of thing. That's what I'm finding from the stuff I'm getting anyways.
I think it's a shame that they don't do it from the view of efficiency.
Yeah,
like everyone does 6S to get crazy power, but higher voltage means less current and more torque, which is really good, but no one does that. No motors are available that does that good.
From my experience, David, people only really care about numbers. So, you know, if you've got a 5-inch that is really powerful on 4S, more powerful than a quadcopter that you put a 6S on, in a lot of people's mindset, 6 because it's a higher number is better than 4. therefore I want that one because it takes a 6. But yeah, exactly.
I know what you mean. I reckon we'll be going back to the Cobra 1960s soon, because we'll be able to fly longer.
Yeah. Well, people
are
running
my favourite motors.
People are running these 6S models on like 2100 kV, so that's going back like a year or so now, isn't it? You know, so it just cycles, it just goes round. You know, we'll stop soft mounting soon, and in 3 years' time it'll come back.
Concreting components onto this hard mount.
I want to say though, thanks to last week's podcast, Tony put me in contact with Matt from Microprops. He's going to send me that little tricopter.
Sweet.
Yeah, because like that's the one thing I have never flown a tricopter, which is just ridiculous. I don't even know if I can call myself an RC channel, having never flown a tricopter.
Yeah. Go to the Hangout toolbox, type in Andy RC, and then underneath it put tricopter bigot.
No, listen, I just, you know, I don't have any knowledge on it, you know, so I want to though.
If Frank can do it, then no.
Oh, who's that?
Oh,
What are you doing?
Such what a cute Doge.
yes.
Oh, hey. Speak.
Oh,
Good boy.
Andrew, what is that? The baby try?
Yeah, that's the baby try. Yeah, we've got the baby try here.
the editor's
Oh,
gonna
very
love
nice,
that,
very
isn't it?
nice. Have you tried the latest? Chad.
Hold on, I'm trying.
There we go.
Have you tried the latest firmware for it?
Which one's the latest one? I don't know. I can't remember what I've got this one on anyway, so it probably wouldn't help. I've got
It's a
the latest
beta.
one.
It is awesome. It has like all kinds of fancy stuff that it keeps the tail really locked in.
I will find that out and get hold of that.
I'm gonna buy one of these. I think I need to because it looks fantastic.
Send me a mail and we can sort something out.
Yeah, I want to do like I mean, I could never do like a build video as good as the one you did. Like I was like sat there watching it, but I really want to have a go at that. And like I say, it's the #1 request that I get. There's a demand for tricopters out there. Definitely.
I watched the video.
Link for a baby try, David, in the chat.
I watched a video the other day with David and Chad at Niagara Falls with a tricopter when you were wearing your transmitter bits. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh!
That was a few years ago.
That was a few years ago. That was a really good story. Like, I wanted to go.
Over.
Yeah. So you knocked something over, didn't you? Or something fell over?
It blew over. Like the wind was so powerful that it just tipped over.
But was that the FPV feed?
Yes.
Yeah.
So could you not see, or could you see but it was bad?
No, it pulled out the cable to the goggles.
So what did you do? Panic, lift the goggles up and...
Yeah, and Julie was really helpful and told me to go up.
She's like, go up.
I'm like, which way is up?
You have really big balls, David. Big, massive, you know.
Yeah, because it was like snowing and it was minus God knows.
Oh my God. I'm surprised things don't orbit your bollocks sometimes.
Beep.
Yeah.
It's all about luck.
Recovering
from that one, Gryffindor.
You know what I remember from that episode? Trappy's comment.
What?
It said you wasted the location.
Oh, man, I didn't remember that.
It made me mad.
Oh, see what's in my back?
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know it was him.
Very nice. And
funny how he's mentioning that now when he's got like a 20,000 strong army on a forum-like platform. Oh no, Trappy, no. No, Daddy, no.
I think we did the best we could at that location with the gear of the time.
Oh,
we did pretty good.
How many years ago was that? 7?
No,
not 7.
5,
right?
maybe 5 or 6.
Yeah,
I'll check it.
Was FPV around then?
Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, have the huge ground stations. Oh, the first fat sharks were out then. So yeah, we're all good.
Yeah, he had like, were they orange SEs or something? Yeah.
No, I painted him. I took him apart and painted him in Chad's garage.
Yeah. Well, no, you painted them. Yeah, orange.
Yep.
Because like that's his like little color.
Yes.
Did you burn the tricopter for warmth afterwards? Because it was made of wood.
No, we went to the casino because I'd never been to a casino before.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and we both took $50 and said that we were gonna. Yeah, that's what we're gonna spend tonight. So I went to the blackjack wheel. Blackjack? Is that what it's called?
Blackjack wheel. We'll throw cards into this. Who's Hufflepuff now?
It didn't sound. It didn't sound right. Roulette. That's it. Yes. Okay.
And I started counting cards.
That's why it didn't go too well, I guess. So I threw everything down on red. $50 on red. Everything of the day. And it turned out 0. So very poetic justice there. But Chad lended me $10 of his, and I got it back like a really good gambler.
Hey.
I still have that chip at home, so that's a good story.
How much?
It was a $10 one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No, you should drill a little hole in it where it's a necklace, like that's a true friend token. You know what I mean? It's like a little, or have it on your keys, little key ring.
Yeah.
Jack,
GT Welder has just put rocket-powered tricopter.
Yeah, there will be a rocket-powered quad or tri.
And Sundance Squid said earlier in the chat, how about Rocket Knife versus an old CRT TV?
Oh,
I don't think Chad
actually,
would
that
talk to him after.
it is on the list. Oh, and it should be on, powered on. That would be nice.
Yes.
Where's the coconut?
It's coming. Jeez.
I haven't seen it yet.
God, see, this is what happens. This is what I've got to deal with, David, constantly.
It's coming. It's the next time we shoot with the knife attached.
Have you used his soundbite yet?
No, it's coming. I'm saving that for the freaking coconut.
Okay, cool. One of David's fans here, Richard Hardwood, said, Jack, having size 11 shoes does help standing while flying FPV and would recommend clown boots.
But you know what? You'd suit clown boots with your hair and your attitude.
That's a point. We can announce it's now 1 month to go. We're having Jack's going to get drunk. I'm going to dress as Rick from Rick and Morty. Tony's going to be Morty, and I think Andy RC has to be Ruffles. And
as in the little dog.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, we need Noob.
Noob. I know.
Imagine how bad it's going to be. Don't. If you get invited on the 31st, no one come on.
Like, everyone come on.
You know what he's like when he's sober. Can you imagine what he's like when he's
It's going to have to be like a full-on explicit warning and stuff. It's going to go one or two ways. It's either going to be, Tony, I hate you. I'm going to burn your house down. If only I was sober, I would drive to your house and burn your house. Or it's going to be like, Tony, I love you.
I think it's going to be the love thing. I think
the
it's going to be a love.
That would be a nice change, yeah.
Oh my God.
It would be, yeah.
I do kind of love him, but he's also incredibly intolerable. It's like someone switched my toilet paper for sandpaper and didn't tell me. You know, it's like that sort of...
If you can't tell the difference before it's too late, you're very much Hufflepuff.
Yeah, I'm wearing gloves and he's taking a light bulb out my toilet.
Can I ask Chad a serious question, please?
Please do, because it's going off.
I want to ask about DR1. Are there any plans for a sequel? Because I sort of haven't kept up on the news, but I know I read somewhere that there was sort of plans to sort of carry that on. Are there any plans for that?
Let me put it this way. I'm sure in the future I would be open to it, but there are no immediate plans. So I'm not closing the door on it, but it's I'm busy right now.
This is why I keep my hobo look, so that I look all war ravaged and everything. Look, hang on.
You're gonna be my stand-in?
Yeah, like I'm David Cousins.
Nice. On DVD.
Oh, did you see the UK version?
No.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
What did they do? Film it in Wales?
No, they changed the that's nice. The cover
There we go.
the cover for it.
They built some stupid. Oh, look at that!
Oh, nice.
I got my copy.
Nice. They the distribution company made some stupid poster that like has. Hold on, I don't know if I can find it.
I'll see if I can find it.
But now everybody's gonna be quiet while we're searching.
Talk among yourselves.
I love that. I watched it every time, like when it was released in segments. I watched the individual segments.
Yeah, I was there. I got the email saying it's going to go
I was
down.
I was hooked. The female actor in that, absolutely amazing.
She was so sweet. Yeah, she was awesome.
There's a link to it. I don't know how to show it.
The relationship between her and I was just like, I was praying that she would get married in real life.
I watched that and I thought she's going to be like a massive star after this. Yeah, incredible.
Yeah,
she was really good. Natalie was really good.
I put the link there. I don't know if you can show it.
I love this comment. Hang on. what is it? Skeletora. It's okay, Andy RC. You can rise up and control the humans. I love the idea of Tony being your pet human and having a little bed beside you, and then me entering his dream and then informing him that he shat everywhere. The only thing I don't like is having his poo in my mouth. That's what happens in the episode. Don't blame me.
You were in my dream last night, Jack. But we'll talk about that.
Go for that.
I had the most bizarre dream last night. This is not podcast material.
You've submitted now.
What the hell? They put a phantom in there and David's the front man.
Yep.
What?
Let's have a look.
Were they on crack?
The best thing, they put faces on different bodies. That's not even my body.
Oh yeah.
And that's Christian's holding a gun. Natalie has something I've never seen before.
She looks like she's out of Blade. You know, Blade Runner or something.
It's not even the good Phantom. It's like the standard one. It's like the plastic copy of the Phantom.
It is.
Oh my god.
You're on that vodka again, Andy.
No, it's water.
Andy's wet dream. Someone's put in the old chat.
Oh no!
Hey,
If someone can find a poster of that, I really want that.
To cut a long story short, Jack was in my dream, except he wasn't Jack. He was Brad Pitt, and that's the
That's funny.
It was Brad Pitt with Jack's outfit on in his in Jack's room, and that's all I can remember. I promise.
Oh
what the hell is going on in your mind?
I wish I could tell you, but no.
Oh my god, I don't know what's more messed up, your mind or that poster.
We got to call when this goes on SoundCloud. It's got to be called Andy RC's wet dream about that.
No, don't do that. It'll never come back on.
My channel's family friendly. We can't do that.
Yeah.
Jack Pitt. Someone put Jack Pitt in the chat.
David, your minion Henrik looks like a techno Viking. What?
Yes, I agree. That's my brother.
Oh.
He's in the Rocket Knife videos. He wears the same shirt in all the episodes. Someone pointed out. And he said it is really expensive with t-shirts in Sweden, so we have to rent them and yeah.
Rent a t-shirt.
Best FlightTest episode. Think it's when David made the vampire with the afterburner.
I agree.
Oh man, I just remember the outtake of that being on fire in your basement. How did your wife not
That was
kick
garage,
him out?
yeah. Oh my gosh. There were so many instances when the fire alarm went off and Julie was asleep. It was not too popular.
This is making me want to go back and watch everything again. I think I might do that tomorrow and the next.
Oh, I do that all the time. My favorite FlightTest episode with David's probably when they put the rocket on that foam plane and it just had way too big of a engine on it and it just exploded, and just David's reaction to it just blowing up he was like, this is the, even though they had one that worked and was fine, his favorite one was the one that just exploded. I love that.
He is that evil girl, you know, the evil girl smiling with the houses burning in the background. He totally does something to his nipples, man, like explosion, fire, death, stabbing, fisting.
Oh my gosh.
All kinds of.
What's your favorite episode then, Chad?
My favorite episode's the one, I think it's unlisted, but you can find it through the forums, and it's the one where you and I were testing the Wi-Fi. You knew where I was going with this.
Yeah.
And Josh.
Find it and post it in the chat. Chad.
What happened? Come on.
I've never seen Josh so nervous in my life.
What episode is it? You keep cutting out.
I think it's a hidden one. We took a hexacopter I built. I was pretty sure it was going to be able to lift an airplane.
Oh, mate, I've got that. Chad sent me that ages ago.
Hold on.
Oh
Stick it in
man,
the
that
chat.
is the
Let's have
most
this.
scariest thing in the world.
But what was funny was we did our first attempt, and right away Josh was like, "Well, thank you for," and then we kept going. You could tell he was trying to close out the show.
Oh man.
Oh, it's so good.
He's like he looks like we're just gonna completely obliterate ourselves.
Which it was kind of lucky that we didn't.
Yeah.
Let's put it in. Let's give our viewers something to watch.
So I think it's unlisted and it has almost 20,000 views.
I think it's on the forum or something.
That's got to be a record. That is.
Oh
unlisted.
man, it was the way that thing oscillated. It was like, oh man, that was absolutely. That is
Those
nightmare.
DT750 motors. Those were the days.
6 of them.
Oh
Yeah.
my god,
I
man.
just Facebook messaged it to you. Did you get it?
Oh man, I think. Hang on. Yeah.
We can't play it on here, can we? That would be awesome.
Yeah, I can play it on here. Screw it, man. Just let's drone out. No one cares.
Put it in the chat. Let's share this.
Hang on, let me copy the link. It's because I don't have Facebook on the big thing, right? So hang on. But talk amongst yourself. Tony, what's your favourite episode?
There's been so many. I don't know. I haven't watched them for so long. I think I'm going to go back because
what happened to the film one? Do you remember when you did the filming and stuff, and then you crashed the octocopter? Do you remember the filming?
Oh yeah, we helped. Helped out on the shoot.
Yeah.
So, like, are you asking what happened to the short film?
Yeah.
It's actually out there somewhere.
I never saw it.
Here's what was funny. I'm trying to remember the film. I'll find the link and I'll send it to you. But the director of that, his name's Ryan. I actually hired him at my production company. He worked for me. Well, I sold my production company a couple years ago, but he worked for me for a few years before I sold it. And that was just, and the guy that ran camera, Jeremy, on that episode is now the video producer for FlightTest.
Oh,
So
he was
two
there?
people from that film shoot ended up working for us.
That's Stone Cap, is it, Chad?
Correct.
So that's been sold. I didn't know that.
Well, okay, so it's a long story. The operations of it, so the facility and the employee transferred to another company, but I still own the name. So
Okay.
Stone Cap is my name, my company, but it doesn't employ anyone now.
Because that's what you ran before FlightTest, right?
Correct.
From my
Yeah,
knowledge.
I started that in 1998, and my primary work was developing or creating commercial work, like marketing videos and commercial work.
Great, yeah.
Right, I can't play it with sound unless Frank. Do you want to play it?
I have to hear it.
Frank, can you do it?
Frank, I put the thing in.
Give us some sound. Is this legal?
Yeah, I think so.
If it's not, that'll make it better.
Yeah, no one got any like hurt or anything. I've always wanted to upload the photo of Tony with his nipples out, but I don't. I need him to sign off on it.
Yeah, that is a special episode.
There
I
is
don't want to know.
There is actually a folder, little hidden thing. Like I used to do these shows of like me trying to repair stuff with people over the internet, like trying to troubleshoot quads and stuff like that. And I recorded about 5 of them. They go on for hours, and it seems that every time I ever, I'll shut up now. Play it.
Warning.
Highly dangerous.
Full screen.
Full screen.
Full screen.
I can't hear
Oh,
it.
we did the intro and everything.
It's just a short one.
Hi, I'm
There's
Josh.
audio.
And I'm Josh. Maybe we should lip sync over.
Yeah, like a caption.
Who's going to do who?
I'll do.
Pause. Right, pause it.
Let's go back.
Chad, play
Oh, look
yourself.
at you, Chad. You're so young.
Oh, me too, man.
David hasn't got any grey hair or a really
No
strange,
beard, nothing.
scary man beard.
Right, actually, if it doesn't play any sound, I think you should play yourselves and talk.
Yeah. I'll be.
Yeah.
Right.
Crazy. All right. Well, I know the Y6s lift a lot of weight, right, David?
Yeah, it does.
That's a lot of weight. Are you just like going for visualization here, just to show?
No, I'm just curious.
Just curious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Holy
You know what they say, curiosity
I
killed the
think,
P-47.
I think this is going to be live. We're going to get some hate mail for this for sure.
I think we should replay it
We've got a little release.
Well,
and talk their mind.
Yeah, that's a glider release hooked to a servo.
Yeah, it's just the Y6 with a camera on it and a lot of motor and a lot of power.
So P-47 lovers, direct your hate mail to David Vindestol.
Yeah,
rcexplorer.se.
I don't care at rcexplorer.se.
Does that email address still work?
Yes.
You hover and let me get out of the way.
Yes.
Can you get out of the way, okay? Dave?
I hope.
Can you grab it by the skid, maybe? Let's stand back a little bit.
Yeah.
We're going to stand this close.
Oh
No,
my
everybody
God.
should be away. GoPro, are we going to drop it? Yep, you're dropping. Yep, we're going to take it up.
Have you done a lift on it? Yeah, and I'll fly it once you drop it.
Oh my
Have you done
God.
a lift on it to make sure it lifts at the proper attitude?
No.
We'll see.
We're hoping it works. Okay, tell me when you're level. Stand by. Never, ever, ever do what Chad just did. Holy cow.
We want to thank you.
I think so. I just they were swinging a lot.
The skids.
Right there, Josh. Close out the show.
I know.
Yeah. Look at his face.
Everyone's scared.
I'm going to send hate mail.
Someone's going to the hospital after this.
I hate
don't.
this episode.
Guys, don't do this. David Vindestol may be here with us for another week or so while he heals, or Chad while they're putting more fingers on him. That's love. All right.
That's a KK1 board.
Oh my God.
Are you gonna have to try to let the plane end that out of your hands, Chad? I'm scared.
Okay. Is that full throttle? We'll try this at home.
Guys, Y6 helicopters can lift a lot of weight, but not like that.
There's a lot of weight.
That's a lot of weight.
Why did we pick that one? I would have been satisfied with any number of planes that are smaller than that. or less than that.
Now we know what not to do.
You might as well have put me on there.
You want to close out the show?
Yeah. All right. Well, I want to thank Hobby King for sponsoring this travesty.
They're never going to sponsor that.
You don't think so?
No.
Well, thanks for watching anyway.
Yeah.
Absolute gold.
I know.
Brilliant.
David's like, it's not even this cold, but if I keep my hands in this mitt, they can at least identify my body from my wedding ring.
Oh, that was brilliant.
That was great.
Oh my
It's
God.
like your younger brothers doing the episode.
It's like Back to the Future watching that. I've never seen everyone looking so young.
I know, like, I love how the numbers are basically, it's been passed around like a dirty movie. Do you want to see what Josh and Josh aren't into? Have a look at this. This will be a challenge wank for them.
Hi.
Oh my gosh.
No, that's my favorite episode.
That was
Oh,
good.
man.
Now, can we mute it and then you do a voiceover?
It's kind of cheating now that we saw it.
Yeah,
Can I ask that?
funniest to hear Josh try to close out the show.
Yeah. We don't care. It's just, when we talk in the background, it's like, oh, maybe we should do 4-cell.
Was it 3-cell?
It was 3-cell. Back in the day, no one used 4-cell.
No,
But DT750s couldn't take that.
Oh my God, what is wrong with you? I was just waiting. You know, when you plugged back in, it was like exploring the RC world one crash at a time. Just the crash is right next to my face. Oh my God.
That was
Yeah, I don't know
close.
what I was thinking. I trusted David a lot.
Yeah, you were a noob on multi-rotors, luckily.
I
You
think
didn't
we
know.
all were.
Yes. No, I was a seasoned professional by that time.
That's
Professional. He calls himself a professional. He has got the audacity to say that I'm in Hufflepuff, and he's got evidence like that out there. Give us the link. It was too cool. Is it all right to? I mean, 20.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, half the Rotor Riot forums got that.
Stick it in the chat. There you go, guys. Watch that. Have fun.
There you go. Come, like literally, like people must just come to this show being like, "What are they going to come out with now?" This is like the snuff movies of podcast, basically. Oh my god, Chad knows what a snuff movie is.
What's that?
No.
A bit late for that one now.
Oh man.
Hello, Mr. Frost, who's just joined us a bit late. Where have you been?
I know.
Can I ask another serious question? Is that
Yep.
okay?
Please.
Bring us back in, please, Andy.
I didn't get the opportunity to meet the guys from Rotor Riot when they toured the UK and did the trip to Italy. Are there any more plans to sort of maybe come to the UK and Europe with that kind of stuff and maybe meet some of the fans rather than kind of like for getting content?
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, it depends on the situation. Oftentimes we have to travel on the cheap. So typically we look for situations where we get the trip funded. Like if, for instance, this was Muncie, Indiana, but obviously to go be a part of the Riot event, they paid for us to go there and be there and to meet and greet and help run the the freestyle portion of the event. And so when we get our trip paid for, then we have to get content out of it to
sure
because we've got everybody tied up there. But we're trying to get to a place to where we can fund our episodes better. A lot of people don't understand that we're a typical store business model, except a lot of stores put their money into ads. We put ours into making our episodes. Well, we have pilots from around the world, and travel is very expensive, and creating the episodes takes a lot of time. So where a lot of people might spend this much budget on advertising, we spend this much on the show, and it's still not even a direct advertisement. So it's a difficult model in the beginning, but eventually we start making our own products, and the Hype Train motor being the first original real product of ours. So once we get a few more products under our belt, we'll be able to increase our funding on the shows we do. So the short answer to your question is yes in the future, but it depends on how quickly we can get to a profit positive position with our products.
Sounds good. Black Corner Quad says, what about maybe a European version of Rotor Riot?
Well, what does that mean? Because I've had a lot of people say that. What's it mean to you?
To me, it means like...
Don't let us idiots do it. That's what that means to me. For the love of Christ, Chad, if you value everything you've created, do not let Tony be in it.
Get some really good pilots from the UK, from Germany, and do a European, like I don't know, like get Tom Smith. He's good. He's a big character. Get someone else from Germany and put them together and see if you can come up with something.
I love how Tony's not mentioning any of us, just other people that are great pilots.
No, I would absolutely love to dedicate myself to building out content like that. It just honestly comes down to costs. Like people don't realize how expensive and how difficult it is to pull off the episodes that we do at no charge to anyone, and we, FlightTest was the same way. We gave first, we proved ourselves first, and then we brought product. The Rotor Riot's the same model. Prove ourselves first, then we bring product. And then once enough product sells, it then can fund bigger, better opportunities with the show. But we're still at that stage. But yeah, I mean, if there's a way that I could do it and not cost me tens of thousands of dollars for a labor of love, yeah, I would do it. So if it were funded, I would totally commit myself to creating it. Yes.
Because I think the ideal of sort of Rotor Riot is to, and when I watched that first episode, it was all about sort of having a mini quad version of Top Gear, which I think is still, you know, you get 3 guys, you get all the products, you sort of take them on crazy adventures, and I think that'd be sort of like a great end. Have like a cool wall and all that business.
I guess the funding side of it would have to be that you've got enough product and enough demand that you could support a European warehouse that's then supporting its own European content as well.
Well, yeah, and kind of what we're trying to do is we've already got distributors set up. So we have, distributors in Canada, UK, Germany, France, Australia. And what that's doing is allowing us to broaden our footprint. So we are able to sell our products through other countries without having to open a warehouse, because to have a physical facility obviously costs a lot of money. So we're trying to drop ship our items directly to the distributors, which allows us to sell globally, and people aren't having to pay extra money in shipping. And that's something that it's a hard nut to crack.
So apart from motors, is there anything else on the horizon that you guys are going to put your name on?
Yeah, well, and I do want to clarify, we're not just putting our name on it. We, like the motors, we touch
them as well.
Aspect of that motor, like everything from the custom motor bell to the coloring to the orange stators to the gold, the silver coated windings. I mean, everything. And yeah, but we're going to continue developing products. The next product is Tommy's frame, which he's been working on for probably 16 months. I don't remember, a long time. And it should be ready next month. And we're really excited about that. So it's actually, I have it. It's upstairs, I think.
Go, Chad, go.
Run.
Well, it's not put together. It's just pieces.
Oh.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'll show it to you if you want. But
yeah,
but you know what? Okay, I'll get it here. In the meantime, I want you guys to read this, or somebody read this, and
give it to Frank.
I can talk about it here.
Frank, read it out.
Story time. I promise to grow the FPV multi-rotor community. I promise to push technology forward. I promise to connect people and encourage them to help each other. I promise to go on adventures to inspire people. While I will be daring and bold, I will not compromise the safety of others. And then there's Rotor Riot crossed out.
Is that his modus operandus?
It is.
Did you read it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I would love to see is for, when people have the logo, the Rotor Riot logo, which I have hundreds of them around here, I can't find them.
Yeah, they're now being bootlegged in the UK. Sorry about that, Chad. So,
when you see this logo, that's what it means, is that mantra, that blood oath. It's to represent, what this culture is, what it's become. And that's the most important thing about all of this to me.
Chad said, oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, Chad said, if you get that tattooed on you, he will give you a $10 poker chip.
Wait, Noack is watching?
No.
Oh, you said I said that. I thought Chad was watching.
Yeah, you said no. You. I can message Chad Noack and see whether what he's doing. Huh?
I don't. Oh.
Wow.
Well, look, you've seen it here first on LDO.
Interesting.
That looks nice.
And here, want to see the nuts and bolts? It's a lot of parts.
You've got some lovely nuts, Chad.
Thank you. They're titanium.
Dangling, swinging them out.
Yeah, so it's a really cool design. Like I'm really excited about it.
I must say you've moved on, because I was shocked that there was no Delrin in that packet. I was shocked. I was truly nothing snapped together. You were using bolts. Amazing. No Delrin.
The early days of the laser cutter were fun.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it was so good.
Yeah.
Until there was the fire.
You know,
that was my favorite episode, where everything was on fire.
It's every other episode.
I was always surprised with the flight test stuff that it never progressed from a laser cutter to like die cut, like stamping tool or anything. Like you can get some of those fairly cheaply. I'd have thought like the big long runs of like the tiny trainer or the glider one for the schools, that sort of thing. I'd have thought that one you'd end up getting a die made up for that.
Yeah, I really, by that point, you know, I sold FlightTest in 2014, so by that point it's out of my hands. But yeah, I don't know, it works, you know.
Do you not get any input then, Chad, to FlightTest whatsoever?
I suppose I can say whatever I want, but
asking everyone else.
Yeah. No, I mean, quite frankly, I'm not a daily operations guy anyhow. I'm more of an inventor of media. Like I like to create the original, and then, well, you saw in that episode, like once it's moving, like then other people kind of take over, and then like I was actually in the episode at that point. So
I love Tony's thing.
Mikey Dread said, is the frame from Oh My God a freestyle frame?
Yes, it is a freestyle frame.
Yeah. And does it carry GoPro accession?
Yeah, it's got slits at the top.
Cool, cool. There you go, guys.
And so it's Chad, what do you fly?
I have a couple. I have a butter quad. I have an alien, and I have Kevin's frame. Those are my three functioning ones. Well, two functioning ones right now.
Have you still got the quad that David built that was like the best thing ever? Oh no, he's gone.
Actually, yeah. You mean the one right here?
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, that is legendary.
That is.
He just has it to hand, like he keeps it at the side all time.
Yeah. This is my pet quadcopter. You have earned a place by my side.
I will never get rid of that one. And then here's
anything to make it live.
There's my alien, and I'm flying. And the thing is, I build and fly like whatever spare parts are left here. Like I don't.
Like a scavenging little.
Yeah, I never get the latest greatest. If I have something like really new and cool, I almost always give it away. Because I figure it's wasted on me because I fly like a grandma. So.
Well, I've seen you fly. I saw you fly through what's them two where you flew out? Yeah, that was cool. That was good flying.
Well, we've also seen him fly into himself.
Yeah, I've seen that as well, but yeah.
That was a foam wing.
Oh.
Good flying,
what are you going to say? Yeah, I know. Like, that's no grandma.
You know, well, thanks. You know, we were talking about favorite episodes, and I have to look this up if you guys are interested. On the FlightTest Gremlin, I have to say, from a feeling standpoint, hold on.
You guys flying in the storm.
Wait, where the heck?
That is so badass.
Yeah, that's it. How did you know what I was going to say?
Because that is one of, as soon as you said that, that's what came into my head. I was like, you guys, you need to redo that and like mute it all and have some like AC, DC, like thrash metal. You guys like in the wind. You guys should really grow your hair and rock out Swedish style.
I don't even know what made that so great, but it was just, the day was awesome. It was like.
Have you got it? We'll play it now.
I can find it. Let me.
Let's do it. Play it, but you have to dub over it.
All I can say is you should change the title thing to FPV Badasses. Or line of sight. I think you were line of sight though.
Yeah, it
weren't
was
you?
line of sight.
Yeah, line of sight, badass.
With a
There you
swift wing on 2S.
I'm really disappointed in David, Chad. He came all the way here. Wanted what did you want?
A bulletproof vest?
No, not that. No, what foam airplane did you want? And then
the fun jet. They had an original fun jet hanging in the hobby shop.
I would have paid the shipping just for you to stop being a little bitch.
Tell me what.
Sorry, I could just imagine that person now who's listening and being like, you know, like, you can't talk to David like that. You're so disrespectful. I can't believe you're allowed to have a show. Oh, my grandma.
Anyway, hey, would you guys watch a vlog if David did one?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. 400. What? How many likes before he has to do it?
Oh, man. It would be great. I've chopped wood. I've played Barbies with my brother. Here's my dog. These are my socks.
How many likes, David, before you do it?
Oh my gosh, no.
Come on. There must be something.
David, you're getting close to 100,000, right? I think.
Yeah, it's inching towards that, yeah.
Are you doing anything special for the 100,000?
I think I'm going to cut a cake.
Oh, no.
That makes sense.
That'd be good.
A rocket cake.
You should rocket knife the cake in half.
Yeah,
Yes.
there you go.
Yeah.
That was it.
Oh, man, do it.
Can it be a wedding cake?
Oh, that would be cool. That would be expensive. Or I bake it myself. That's the episode.
The only thing is, man, you do not buy a nicer wedding cake than the one you had for your wedding. Or
I didn't have one.
Oh my God, you are a bad husband.
We went to the park, the local park, stood under a tree while it was pouring down rain, and had the ceremony with me, Jana, two witnesses, and the minister, or not minister, but the, I don't know what you call that, the representative.
Your in-laws must think that you've stolen her.
Yes, probably.
Oh my God. I bet they're like, oh man, can't
That
you?
sounds like a perfect wedding. That's the sort of wedding.
Oh, it was so
Couldn't
good.
it just murder her so that we can grieve properly?
Oh, it was fantastic.
Right, do we do this mute and David has to overlay his voice? Because I think it may be funny.
The laughing is what makes it great.
Yeah.
So don't.
No, just play it. Just play it.
Play it.
Poor David. He's like, why do you come on here?
Big scream.
We can't hear it.
Can't hear it and see it big. Come on, someone sort it out.
Want me to launch it?
I don't know which way is the wind coming.
This way.
Throttle.
This is a piece of cake. I'm gonna cut the throttle a bit.
It's just crazy.
Yeah, that's just flat out and not going anywhere.
Yeah, that was like full throttle at times and it wouldn't move.
Fighting the wind, but it's what RC is for. Challenge.
I sound like a spode.
David, come over this way a little more. Come over this way. Oh!
DX6, or is it a 5?
No, that's a 6. Could be.
I love how defensive Chad got. It's a 6. I can afford a 6.
We've got a storm coming to the UK Saturday and Sunday, so maybe we should record our own.
Yeah, thanks, America.
It was a really good day. That was fun.
Oh man, it's beautiful.
We should do this
Flying into the train.
Sunday. Weather's going to be good.
Yeah, that was good too.
The thing is, it's at least dry in this video by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was warm.
I'd just like to point out that we've been watching David for the last 3 minutes trying to penetrate.
Nice.
Let's try the gyros.
Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, we had gyros on it.
We're gonna fly the IYF.
No, it was a different one. The IYF.
In this.
Oh my god, he looks 12.
Probably the best test
Oh my god.
for the gyros. Okay.
It's 2 gyros mounted at like a 30-degree angle, so they do both elevons.
Did Chad have to forge a letter so you could fly back home? That is a spode.
Okay, ready?
Fucking spode.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to.
Is it cutting the wind? Yeah, it doesn't turn as sharp.
You guys don't have to do the whole episode.
Lost your lift.
I'm so going to go back and watch these tonight.
Oh man, so good.
I like the lightning in the background.
Yeah,
I'll get
that's
back
nice.
to the start.
So this
mate.
is on the Gremlin channel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Are they on?
Yeah.
Boy, that was stable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
You're
gonna
a
run the same thing without gyros now.
Okay, same pass without gyros.
Oh, this is so nostalgic. This is exactly what I wanted. Who cares? It's a podcast. They just sit around and watch old videos of flight tests back when things were fun.
Yeah, you can tell the difference.
Yeah.
Longer pass.
Okay,
That's
gyros
quite-
on.
quickly that way.
Look how stable.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Okay, gyros off.
Buy it now at Rotor Riot.
Gyros off. In the rain.
Oh,
There
so
we go.
good.
Oh man, that is awesome. I was so shocked, man. I went to this art gig, and there was a bit of a fox syrup head cup, and
What?
I taught David a fun word, an insult called spode,
Yeah.
and it's evening Hufflepuff, motherfucker. I'm gonna kill all of you. Yeah, so I taught David. I don't. Where were we? We were at the RC shop, and someone was being like parking really badly, and I just
Yeah.
went, "Fucking spode," and he was like, "What's that?" And I was like, I think it's originally a Welsh word. Like it's a thing for a useless pottery, and it's a term for useless pottery.
It's actually, I've searched a little bit more for it. In
Yeah.
the motorcycle or motocross circle, it's someone that is a poser as well. Someone that doesn't
No
know how to do
way.
it, but pretend to do it. So yeah, they're
Oh my
jerks.
God.
So
Wow. Yeah.
nailed it.
Yeah, that's it. And I went to an art show, and there was like a bit of useless pottery, and it was like possibly spode. So I sent it to him, and he was just like, it made his day.
It's so good. So good.
Oh, I know. Tony's my little spode.
And Jack's my big one.
Yeah. Andrew, do you want to read those out and unmute yourself? I don't. You
Yeah, so-
read one, and then Andy RC read one, because everyone loves Andy RC on here.
So Abos00, I don't know how you want us to pronounce that. Asked Chad, how often do you fly? Seeing as we don't see the pilot side of you so much anymore.
I go through spurts. Sometimes there have been times where I fly, about every other day. I haven't flown now for probably about 2 weeks. But no, you mainly don't see me fly because it's not very impressive. No real reason to.
Can we have a Rotor Riot episode where you fly?
Yeah. I'm open to it. I'm not opposed to it. I just don't know who would want to see it.
I think people would love that.
Yeah,
I think people would be interested.
Yeah, the man behind the camera.
Yeah, man. Just wear really tight trousers and grow facial hair.
Yeah, I'll fly. I don't have a problem flying. Compared to the other guys on the show, it's embarrassing.
But it's good. It sets a benchmark.
That's true.
Like a normal person compared to
a normal person looks like.
We've got comments in the chat saying that we want to see it, so there's some demand.
All right. Well, we'll make it happen.
That could be an upcoming episode. That'd be good.
Another suggestion we've been having lately is retro gear versus new gear.
Yes.
So,
well,
yes.
Yeah, so we need to hurry up then, Jack, don't we?
Yeah, very badly. Oh man. Yeah, Andrew brought a quad round, and I can only describe it as a rat king. Is that right? Yeah. Well, we call it rat's nest, but yeah, it's anyone know what a rat king is?
Yeah, with all the rats all tied up in a ball because they're all covered in muck and their tails get tangled together.
And they move the unit of one. That's what that quad looked like.
It was my first go at building a quad. It flew. It was retired not because it fell apart, so I was happy. I learned to fly FPV on it.
He didn't use standoffs. He used foam and the wires of the motors. He didn't trim a single wire. If you gave him wire, he wanted it on that quad.
There was a lot of copper on that quad.
Yeah, it was like,
Is there a picture or a live stream of it?
There is a picture. And
have you got it there to hand? Because
no,
actually, it's all in pieces now. Anyway,
yeah, it's all in pieces. Like
I didn't have a ferrite ring, so I used
more metal,
an M10 steel nut, and wrapped everything around that instead.
An M10?
Yeah.
That's kind of heavy stuff.
I can't think of what else I did that was horrific, but there was lots of stuff on there. I was just like, I came to it feeling like it's going to be like a fixed wing, so I'm going to crash it and then need to rebuild it in a week or two anyway. So I figured there's no point doing it well the first time, and then it just survives for the next 6 months plus and didn't fall apart, so I never rebuilt it.
Yeah, because like everything was contained in this like copper shield of wires. You couldn't really, it was just a ball, it would just roll about.
Skeletor.
Do you know sign language for Spode? I don't. I mean, you could SPAEIO DE. I finger spell it, I guess, but I don't know. Someone look up the sign language for Spode.
Well,
I don't think there was going to be one.
Make one up, Jack.
No, I know.
Go, do it. Make one up now. There we go. That is it.
What the? I think that's like something like hair or something. That's pretty.
I want to know why Jack knows so much about sign language. What's going on there?
I like turtle. It's quite cool.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know turtle too. And cat and dog.
Yay!
Many, something like that.
I only ever learned swear words.
Yeah, come on then, Andy.
all I know from, and this was from school, so it might mean something completely different, but it was, why don't you?
That's not you. That's definitely not you.
Jack, why don't you?
Fuck off.
No, why don't you go to, have a sit down, have a relax, something like that.
There's a Chad Kappa posting in here. Will David ever do a vlog? I don't know. Someone's bringing something up again.
David,
Jesus.
you really do need to do it, so they'll shut the fuck up.
The rocket knife kind of is like a
Yeah.
David vlog, though, isn't it? That's
Isn't
what
it?
he
Yeah.
would.
Don't sell him out cheap. Don't give him. He hasn't.
Like, my
suffered
life
enough.
is not terribly interesting.
How
Can I
dare
ask?
he edit for 20 hours? We want a vlog as well.
Can I ask?
But I
Is
don't-
that in the last episode I saw, the rocket knife was broke. Is that why you went to the rocket car and you're having to repair the knife?
Not really. Like, that was shot 3 weeks ago.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So yeah, so we're fine. I've had a spare forever, and I used that knife in the next video. That's why I bought the bulletproof vest. So it's bulletproof and stab proof, and I took the knife and I pointed it forward. So that's the next
Chloe,
episode.
The lady who comes around and domesticates me was like really. She like sat me down and she was like, "Please tell me he's not going to be wearing it," and I'm like, "He's not that stupid," and stuff like that. I had to like convince her that you weren't gonna stab yourself.
No, we made a foam guy.
Yeah, so
Did
you
call
know.
it Jack? Please tell me. You
No, he wouldn't call it Jack anyway. He'd call it Hufflepuff because he's a knob. A day in the life of vlog. Oh, come on, David. You got an interesting life. You got like words and.
Do one, David. Just like do one and see what happens.
But then I have to kind of invent a fun life. Otherwise, it's like 6 hours of me editing.
That's not allowed. You can't invent a better life. You know what I mean?
Like, I can go pretend to pick up coffee, but we don't have any coffee shops at all.
I
And
think
it's 15 minutes to
I
drive.
think you should dementedly build yourself a little coffee counter and like serve yourself and like go around the counter, put an apron on. Yeah, what would you like? And then you'd be like,
I don't even drink coffee.
Yeah, I'll have a tea. you know.
Maybe like a behind the scenes. This is how I refill the rocket kind of thing.
No, you do not want to teach people that. He will be instantly offering you tea.
Well, I want to know. I want to build my own.
He's a nightmare. Like I was hanging around with him with Sheldon's house, and he'd like look at ingredients and stuff and be like, "Yeah, that's an ingredient." What you got to do is
we could set fire to that,
and then boil that off. And I'm just like, "Oh my god, I'm going to prison."
That's a good idea. Yeah, but maybe we should.
Do you still have the butane from?
Oh, look.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Left over.
Wow. So there was a tiny bottle. It wasn't butane. It was like something else to start with. And then I refilled that with butane. The problem was that it, like normal pressure, atmosphere pressure, it didn't hold that much. So it didn't burn for too long. So what I did was I threw that one in the freezer, and I put one of the butane, the big ones, on Chad's stove when he was in a home. So it would get nice and hot. And then you connected the two and you got a lot in the small one.
Oh my god, David, this is why we can't have nice things.
I know, I didn't put that in the episode because putting a butane flask on a stove is not terribly
At least
safe.
Bain Marie it. What the hell is wrong with you?
I don't know.
Bain-Marie?
I really think Andy's got a really good idea there. I think you should do a behind the scenes day.
I'd vote that for president.
Doggy.
Doge.
Well, where's
much
my one?
fun.
Let's see if I can get Junior up.
What happened to Andy RC?
Come here.
Flying.
Junior. My dog's like ignoring me. Junior, come here.
How's the cat? What's his name?
He actually just walked off.
Goto?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
Yeah.
she just got her her stuff, her junk fixed, so she can't have kittens.
Aw, you had her ovaries cut out.
Yeah, or whatever they do.
Is that called spade?
Yep,
I always
spade.
forget
Yeah.
which one it is. Fixed. She got fixed.
Okay.
I was
Nice.
thinking about getting Tony fixed, but I think he's well past that now. He stopped weeing on my stuff.
Did you see the Rick and Morty episode where they reverse the roles? So like they took the dog and like gave the dog like super intelligence, and then the dog was like, where are my testicles? I thought that was a great episode.
Yeah.
That's what I've been pretty much quoting all day. Andy RC is busy daydreaming about Jack.
He saves that till the evenings, lads.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know what that was about. It just, I think, just on my mind constantly, and two of my.
It being Thursday.
And then there's Brad Pitt and Jack, and they sort of became one person.
It could have been worse. It could have been Steven Seagal.
Wait, was it Brad Pitt from Inglourious Bastards or Fight Club?
I don't know. It was Brad Pitt, and he got long hair and glasses, but it was. I really can't explain what was going on there. I wasn't in control of it.
I think you need therapy, man.
It was a nice dream. I've had worse dreams.
Tony has a competition. Tony, have you got a competition?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, Tony has competition. I get it. Oh, yeah.
Because of the secret.
We're all gay on here. Yeah.
Okay, Chad, I think you should do the old tech versus new tech episode, or just visiting old tech, like flying with just gyros and KK1 and go forward. And that would be awesome.
Be here to do that.
What?
Nobody here could do that.
Really? You just put 4 gyros?
Josh and I struggled on that big time when we built.
Yeah, you sent pictures. You had a laser cut tricopter frame out of, was it plexi or like mirror plexi?
Yeah, it might have been.
It wasn't sandbags on it.
Yeah, but yeah, that was our gyros. I don't even have any gyros anymore.
Oh, yeah. They still sell them at Hobby King.
Do they?
Yep.
The same ones, like $5 ones, or super cheap ones.
How do they talk to each other? They don't, do they?
No, they're just very simple. They just manage the throttle on that motor.
Yep.
What the hell?
50
David,
hertz, man.
Wizard. Absolute or mental case. Can't really. Very fine line.
There are people out there who still swear by the KK boards.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah, like I think especially for tricopters as well, because there's not been like a huge development for it. I was reading from the comments of last week's video, and people were like, yeah, I'm still rocking a KK2, and
For the large tricopter, it's fantastic. Everything just flows around.
Yeah, it was. What was it? The Stevis flash.
Yeah, 1.6.1. That was good stuff.
So good.
We've got
Andy RC, read the question out.
Well,
I get to read a question out. I've not done this before. I'm not trained.
In the little chat on the sides, there's a question from Back Corner Quads. If you want to ask that one,
wing it.
It's the little blue speech bubble thing in the top left-hand corner. Click that, and then a chat will appear on the right.
I've got group chat, and I can see Sundance Squid.
No, up, not Digby down. Black Corner Quads.
What was the most difficult episode? Who's that for, though?
For Chad.
For Chad, what was the most difficult episode that you've ever had to film?
Of FlightTest or Rotor Riot?
I guess they haven't specified. I guess both.
Well,
one in each category.
FlightTest, it was the package exchange.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We probably have 50 hours of footage of nothing.
No, it's not nothing. It's combat. Very calm combat.
So the goal was to take a simple package from one aircraft and transfer it to another.
I remember.
The sticks on the end and the packet. Oh man.
We tried every method imaginable. And here's the thing, like, I think almost any of them would have worked under the right conditions.
Yes.
But it was just cursed from the beginning. So no matter what happened, no matter what we tried, it just did not work. And yeah, I don't think it ever got finished, did it ever?
Nope, we never. Yeah, people got tired of flying the lead plane. I was just fine trying to pick up the package and then get frustrated and ram into the plane.
My God.
So, yeah, as far as Rotor Riot, the most difficult episode by far was Guns versus Drones. That's why you don't see more episodes like that, because they're so time consuming. Because we shot it and edited like a TV show. Yeah. Only less organization and less people and less money. So it's impossible. Like, it pretty much takes your entire focus for like 5 weeks to make an episode like that. And we just can't. I mean, someday we will. We'll make more like that, but we have to be able to.
I read somewhere as well that you had to make it sort of really easy for the people shooting as well, but otherwise they would never have shot them down.
No, we thought that. There were times, like, if we were doing something and it took a little while, the guys would fly in closer, and yeah, they would make it a little easier. But I'm telling you, these guys were good. When they hit the drones, we thought there's no way they're hitting them with pistols. And the plan was to kind of dumb it down till they could hit it, but they were hitting it way earlier than we expected.
Did you get any backlash from sort of, people complaining and things about, you shouldn't be doing this kind of thing?
Have you not seen the Rotor Riot forum? Like, now, Chad could like put a plaster on his arm and they'll be like, what? Sorry.
That's pretty accurate.
That's it. Like, you know what I mean?
No, I would say, yeah, we did have some backlash before it aired. So when people heard, all they had to hear was guns, drones, and people lost their minds. Once it aired, everybody calmed down because it looked like a TV show, and and it made sense, and it was controlled environment and all that. I think they thought like we were going to go in my bathroom and try to shoot them or something.
Oh man, I asked NJ how Pat Sharp was. So if anyone's on the
hello NJ, because he's listening on the train.
Yeah.
Hello NJ.
Hey.
Hello.
There you go, NJ.
He's the eye candy for the girls.
Yeah.
We're trying to convince him to like do a show with his top off, but he ain't having none of it.
And NJ is a session musician, and he plays guitar for a lot of famous people out here, like Sophie Ellis-Bextor and Kim Wilde. And
said we wouldn't mention
here,
that.
Though, so we can't riff him out.
No, but I'm big. I think it's amazing that he's a very talented man. He's so humble about it, like as well.
He's too talented for Let's Go Now. He's like lowering us. This is charity work.
I couldn't believe it when I was like, what? He's here?
I know. He got totally horny.
Thanks, Andy. What?
I'm kidding. I'm joking. NJ's awesome. You guys are awesome.
David, are you up for like sporking something like a kiwi? You know, rocket spork.
Just for the thumbnail alone, yes.
I think it'd be really good.
Rocket spork.
Yeah.
There's been a couple of suggestions in the chat for the rocket knife. So Digby Dan suggested a rocket boosted board.
I've been thinking about that. I wonder, it is literally like hitting it with a sledgehammer, because it's 120 pounds of thrust.
Wow.
Like so standing on that board would be very interesting. I have no clue what would happen.
Strap your brother to it. I'm sure he's like made of rubber.
No, there is no fat on that guy.
Rocket brother.
And then Sundance Squid has suggested rocket knife versus cutout of Chuck Norris.
Do it.
Oh.
And set it up so that it blows up on contact. The knife. Or a bowling ball bollocks on it. It's the only thing that stopped it so far.
Yeah.
Chad, I remember, you know, when you said like gun versus drones, do you remember the servo BB paint gun wing?
Yeah.
That was so sick.
It was a good one.
Yeah. Did you set that up, David?
Christian edited that one.
Yeah, that was one of his first ones, right?
Well, no, he had done it before that. That was it was definitely
yeah.
more time into.
Oh, it's really good.
Little cinema bars come in. It's like
yeah, yeah, and then it cuts to everyone just standing around being really calm.
Oh, look!
It's so good.
Can I ask about that? So I watched the podcast with Chad before, and there was a subject that came up about an episode of Rotor Riot that got deleted and then put back. And I watched that podcast and I was kind of like confused because it sort of missed out the sort of main guts of it. So what can you sort of elaborate on the episode and what happened and
it was the building dive.
No, he's talking about a different one. It was the game of quad, right?
I just remember watching this podcast back and you talked about an episode that was the
time frame.
Pardon?
When was the time frame?
Probably the last time you were on, I think, and it was just about a video that got deleted and eventually got put back.
Okay, so I'll speak about two of them. One was the building dive, which wasn't deleted. It was only marked unlisted because so I started Rotor Riot within a holding company called Lauren International. That's who owns FlightTest. That's who I sold my companies to. Now, we were in negotiations of me buying the company when we released that episode, and it created all of this turmoil and people talking, and people were afraid the FAA was going to contact us and all of this. So they asked that I make it unlisted. So I unlisted it, and once we finished the purchase and I completely owned Rotor Riot, I relisted it.
Got you.
So it was unlisted for like 2 weeks or something like that. Now, there was another one where, oh boy, I'm trying to remember, and forgive me if I get the details wrong, but I think it was Game of Quad.
Yeah, swastika on the leg.
Yeah, and Steele joked about Phil Freibot having a swastika on his leg, which he does not have a swastika on his leg, but because he's German, the joke was made. And a lot of people were really concerned that it would be insensitive to Germans and that
it was like, Dan.
You were, yeah, that's right.
I was in the car.
I was having the conversation.
Yeah, because either everything is okay to joke about or nothing, in my opinion.
So we had to take it down and cut that part out and re-upload it. So.
No, that's great.
Not that we think swastikas are funny, but I don't like censoring people is the thing. Like you know, I'm going to say stuff I like. Just like Drew, he hit Willie's leg and he cut it, and I did not like that at all. I was very upset that day, and I expressed that to Drew. But
I was upset he didn't do it to Tony.
I put it in the episode because
I'm only joking, mate.
It was my promise from the beginning to be transparent. So the only thing that gets cut out of episodes are things that affect other people that we respect. That, you know, so if somebody else is on the episode and they ask, please don't put that in, then we won't. But if it's up to me, everything goes in.
Cool.
Yeah, no, I understand. It's so difficult, isn't it? Sort of trying to balance everything out. I mean, I fly fairly close to an estate where I live, and I get so much grief for it. But I've been flying for long enough, and there's an element of common sense in there. You know, you see a lot of the videos on Rotor Riot bouncing off buildings and things like that. But one thing that you sort of have to take into consideration is the amount of expertise, and you sort of have to you sort of weigh up these things, don't you, when you do these kinds of tricks. And I've sort of come to a point where I know sort of where my limits are of safety, and but other people will interpret it as something else.
Yeah,
You know?
and kind of the way that I've always looked at it is, like we do stuff that, might have consequences, but we always pay or would pay for those consequences.
Sure.
And, we know that going in, and, we're responsible in that sense. Now, harming others is over the line, because how do you pay for that consequence? It's
get Drew fixed.
cut out his ovaries.
Yeah.
No, we.
I did not say ovaries.
Oh.
Can Chad or David shout out to Chris Cirque, please? He wants a shout out.
Hey, Chris.
Oh, Chris Circle?
Psych.
Circle.
Oh.
Just say hi, Chris.
I read that as circle.
There you go.
SIRKLL.
If you don't ask, you don't get. There you go, Chris. You got one.
How's that?
Is there anything, before we wrap up, is there anything that either of you two want to plug that you've got coming up? Or that
Rocky
He's got a
Coconut.
blog.
I would say
Fuck off, Hufflepuff.
give the Rotor Riot show a view without watching or reading comments, because I'm amazed how much comments affect people's perspective. I've had people argue with me about what's in an episode because they read comments and they didn't watch the episode. So
who does that?
Oh, everyone.
That's like going to a cinema reviewing The Seed.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like just watching The Seed. Who does that?
No, it's very common. People will read the comments and they act like they know what's happening. The problem is the comments are usually an emotional reaction to what the first people had watched. So
maybe you should put a disclaimer. Maybe you should be like, right, you pussy ass bitches. Comments are not activated till 24 hours after this episode has been uploaded till your hormones reach a safe and normal functioning level.
Wait,
tampons can be provided.
I'm going to put that on our disclaimer.
Tampons can be provided if you contact We Don't Care at rotorriot.co.uk or .com.
Yeah, change the disclaimer at the start.
Yeah.
To that.
Fucking pussy ass bitches. Mind you, I'm gonna be fucking wetting myself later once Rotor Riot find this fucking episode and put it in the forum. I'm gonna be fucked. I'm gonna make effigies of me and stuff and fly into me and burn them and stuff.
Talking of that, I've got one over here.
Oh, great.
Is everyone here in the Rotor Riot forum? Or
Yeah, I think so. Joe Jones, FPV, can they have a shout out?
Wow. Just gonna be a list of shout outs.
Out, David, Joe
Joe
Jones.
Jones, FPV.
Sub bomb him.
And what? What was the name?
J Jones, FPV.
J Jones.
I'm confused.
I thought he said Joe Jones.
Yeah.
Joe Jones.
J Jones. J Jones.
J Jones. Okay. Hey, J Jones.
There you go.
How's it going?
Subscribe to him if you want. There you go. His channel is in the.
Look at that.
There it is.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, he's using one of our.
You're not allowed to watch his videos. Just comment immediately and make sure you're angry. Just be like, I don't like the way you fly past those squirrels. They run this world. Have respect.
Well,
That is true.
If you watch the Rick and Morty episode, it shows
They
that.
do, yeah, they do. Run
Yep.
the world.
So, Jay,
Oh, okay. Trying to wrap up. Or
Yes, please, for the love of
We're
God.
trying. We're trying, David.
David, I'm so sorry. I tell everyone, I was like, you tolerate me. You tolerate me. Zero FPV said he would be in jail in Germany if he really had. I don't know who that is meant to.
This is going back quite a bit. But yeah, probably now.
Yeah, what's in your hand?
That's the badges. So if anyone wants a Let's Journey Out badge.
Ooh.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we've got fancy badges. They're all stainless steel and shiny with magnets. Who doesn't love a magnet?
Yeah. Rotor Riot doesn't have shiny metal badges that are laser
I get
etched.
one on Sunday.
You can't.
I
Can I get
already
one,
have
please?
one.
Surprise now.
I don't care how big it is. It's what you do with it.
Yep, so that's going to go up on a.
And we end on that.
Yep, that's
Yep.
it.
It's going to go up on the Facebook page along with all the other
Look at David's fist.
merchandise.
Oh, he loved that. I was so happy.
Andrew, make it.
That's what made his day at the UK. He hated it till that point.
David, hold it back up. Show it off.
I'd like
Frank,
this. I'd like
Frank
it explained.
printed it, or Andrew printed it. So this is going to be on the rocket sled.
Whose fist is that, Frank?
It's obviously mine.
David, this is slightly un-PC, but for my own enjoyment, can you please add the tag lesbians to that video so they can be outraged?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
God, we're sorry about Jack, everyone. He was not
And on that
born.
note, now we'll send the show.
He was not born.
Thank you,
Come down
guys.
from somewhere.
Thank you guys. It was great chatting. I look forward to it.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Thank you.
Do you want to call us all out, Jack?
Right, Jack,
I'll end the show.
call us out.
No worries. Do you want to have a word with Drew and see whether he wants to come on and defend himself?
I texted him. He's good.
All right, hang on. I'll don't go. All right. Thank you. You've been listening to Let's Throw Now. You've been joined by Frank.
Goodbye.
And DRC.
Bye-bye.
Sponsored by Yashin Banggood, Gear Best, and not Hobby King because they hate him.
Correct.
Chad Kappa.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Sponsored by Hobby King. You've been joined by David. Because Hobby King still like him. You've been watching videos of FlightTest and feeling all the nostalgia from Digby Dan.
He's not in the call. But
Has he gone to sleep? Oh, it's Milo o'clock. That's why. Shout out to Milo. And my FPV wife, Tony.
Bonjour.
Happy birthday, darling, for Sunday.
Thank you. There's a logo in the chat. And that happens.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, what? You sounded like Bender the robot fucking a blender. Say that again.
Oh God!
What?
Can we cut that?
We were so close.
Really good at
Anyway,
the end,
thank
and
you
then
very
it
much.
just went.
Let's do it
Please
now.
stop the stream,
Can I-
Digby Dan.